Did you guys see that stud Ross Dellinger last night?
Stud.
Put out an article where he had an exclusive interview.
Now, hold on.
With Greg Sankey.
Yes, Greg Sankey. Now, before you show this, I want to point out, because it is I Told You So Wednesday. I believe that Monday, we specifically on this year's showgram.
We got it right Monday.
Yeah, on Monday.
No, Monday. I'll talk to you on Monday, boy.
I'll talk to you on Monday, boy. I believe on Monday, we specifically talked about how Greg Sankey was
what? Go ahead.
Was gonna go ahead and complain about the fact that 5 auto bids were excluding the 3 SEC teams. And Greg didn't exactly want to come out and say that verbatim, but Ross Dellinger in this here portion of this article
here
did a good job of getting Greg to say that you can read between the lines.
So again, everybody who keeps telling me, oh, hey, fat ass, you're wrong. There's no Super League coming.
F around and find out.
You read these quotes right here from Greg Sankey, the commissioner of the SEC, and you tell me he's not going to make a change to the college football playoff.
Come on, man.
Are you out your goddamn mind? That was going to be a problem. We've seen that problem now. Not all things are created equal and formed equally. Greg Sankey wants answers.
Yeah.
And the amazing thing here is, in these quotes right here, the rule permitting 5 conference champions into the field displaced 3 of Sankey's team and 1 ACC team. He had number 11 Alabama, 13 Miami, 14 Ole Miss, 15 South Carolina left out. Number 16 Clemson, the 5th highest ranked conference champion, earned an automatic bid into the field. You think he's going to change that? I think he's going to change that. And what makes me think that Mr. Skanky is going to change that? Because he has the power to change that, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yep.
Which is why we need a Super League, because Greg Sankey's got far too much power.
Bruh.
So for all of you people saying, well, hey, Marnie, got it wrong. Have another donut, boy. Okay, I'll have another donut or 7, and I'll enjoy those 7 donuts while I'm watching the College Football Super League in 2028, because I think that's when it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And also, I would remind you, the private money people where everybody is saying, oh, hey, Marty, you got it wrong, Chubbs. Have another biscuit. Those private money people now presenting to, conference commissioners just quietly and on the side. What did Brett Yormark say? Yeah, conversations here and there. All these private money people making presentations, and you don't hear about it for a week, 2 weeks after it happens. If you think a college football Super League is not coming, I think you're living under a rock.
Right.
I do.
That's fair.
Greg Sankey is going to get what he wants. I hate it. I don't think the SEC should have all that influence, but we screwed y'all. When I say we, I mean God, because God is a fan of Notre Dame football. And Jack Swarbrick sold his soul. Oh, that's right. Who does he work for now? Oh, yeah, he works at Smash Cap.
In God's name, image, and likeness.
One of the leading. Do you think Greg Sankey has a relationship with Jack Swarbrick, the former athletic director at Notre Dame? I think he does.
What's up, big bro?
Yeah, I think he does.
Come on, man.
I think he does.
Come on, man.
Christopher Shannon, hello. Look at you wrecking Alabama's season. Super League would make these lesser programs on equal footing with the Big Ten and the SEC. Won't happen. Not in the Big Ten 18 or SEC 16 team interest. I think it absolutely is.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of it the wrong way, bro.
Yeah.
You're sitting here saying, hey, like the lesser teams, quote unquote, Boise State wouldn't be in the Super League unless they're willing to pay their way in. That's what you have
Why
to
is
understand.
UC Davis not playing football in the Mountain West?
Yeah, they don't want to pay for it, which is fine. That's fine. It doesn't make them bad people.
Why are the Dakota schools not in a G5 conference yet? Because we've already talked about like roster limits, money, NIL, paying people.
Yeah.
How about the plaintiffs in the House case trying to say, hey, this isn't what we thought would happen? Well, too late. Unintended consequences. I'm telling you, the idea that the Super League doesn't benefit the SEC and the Big Ten is crazy. Because remember, the Big Ten and the SEC don't go anywhere. When a Super League is formed, it's football only.
Yeah.
So the Big Ten and the SEC don't dissolve. The ACC and the Big 12 don't just poof, go away. They all make more money.
And again, what's the lifeblood of the Super League for the SEC? Why are we here? Oh, that's right, because they've been beating your ass in the college football playoff for damn near 10 years now.
And now their access to the college football playoff is being limited by Ward Manual. That just is stuck in my
Which
craw.
is still incredible that Ward, like, I understand Ward might be leaning Big Ten for obvious reasons, but the idea that you would put Boise State there over an SEC team, given the current climate, is incredible.
Yeah. San Diego State. Oh, now you're talking my language, Glenn. Apple fritters are better than donuts, Monty. Hey, fat ass.
See what he
Hey,
did
fat
there?
ass, have a couple more apple fritters, bro.
See what he did there? It wasn't Monty. It was Monty.
Monty. No but Monty.
Yeah, no Monties.
There's no shame in that. Freaking hyenas. Listen to me. When I tell you about these apple fritters, there's nothing like fritting around with some apples. Dude, apple fritters. It's been far too long. And really, the truth is, it hasn't been long enough since I've had a donut.
Right.
Or a fritter. I
Right.
can't think of the last time I had a donut.
It's been a long time, man.
What did I do? I went to the range last night working on my terrible driver swing. Although my terrible driver swing last night, you guys want to laugh? 152 mile an hour ball speed, which that's terrible. 152 mile an hour ball speed is, I'm usually mid 170s. And I'm working on hitting my driver correctly now. Don't ever change your golf swing. Anyway, it went 289 yards right down the middle.
Yep.
Pretty freaking good. Anyway, point is, you want to know my nutritional life is not full of apple fritters and donut holes. I go to the range last night. I come home and I have an Okinawa sweet potato for dinner with some 93.7 ground turkey.
Nice job, dude.
My life sucks. My life sucks. Wait until you got to stick around for the end of the show. Wait until you hear how much money the next 2 weeks are going to cost me. Like, oof. Tom Dean, told you so Wednesday. Yeah. So all told you so's are limited to just Wednesdays?
No, today's just Wednesday.
Who's making the rules here? Who are you, Greg Sankey?
Yeah. This isn't the last time I checked. This isn't the Tommy show.
It could be. Noel Ramirez, I remember my teacher dipping his donuts in Diet Coke.
Okay. What are we doing? What are we doing? Why? Dude?
I hate.
What are you, nuts?
I absolutely hate.
What are we doing?
Ah.
I mean, I understand French fries and ranch, but donuts and Coke?
I
Come on,
understand
dude.
French fries and Frosties and milkshakes.
Come on, bro.
But a blueberry cake donut and Diet Coke.
That's disgusting. And I love blueberry cake donuts.
Me too. Emmett Munson. Hello. I play golf with you, Monty. Would love to see your 3:30 drives. You play golf with me? Oh, I'll play golf with you. Dude, the driver swing is a mess right now. Here's the problem. I hit the ball a mile. Legitimately. As somebody who plays with me all the time,
Hey.
Jake can attest. My best drives are usually 320, 330 on a draw. But here lately, my driver swing sucks. It's never been a pretty driver swing. I've never gotten on my front leg. Like, I tend to not be balanced. So I'm trying to swing a golf club the right way.
You are trying to improve your game.
The worst decision I've ever made.
And it won't be once you figure it out.
To pick up golf clubs ever.
Yeah.
Worst ever. Coffee, yes, but Diet Coke, disgusting.
Yeah. What are we doing?
Gross.
Be better.
Monty said, don't bring violence today, Noel Ramirez. Yeah, please. You know, it's okay. I read that one from Tom Dean. Let's see. The Chad Carter.
Wow.
I have a story for you, Chad Carter. So you didn't have water. Neither do I.
Water ice.
Dude, I have to replace my water heater tomorrow. Brutal. Okay, do I read a Wasikowski comment?
This is going to have something to do with Michigan. You just know that.
Big Ten was a better conference this year than who? Than who? Big Ten was a better conference than, because you can't certainly be talking about the SEC. And Sankey screwed himself by not playing 9 conference games. Well, actually, I don't think he screwed himself. The lie that is, hey, strength of schedule matters, that's what screwed Greg Sankey. Because I would never, if I'm in the SEC, I would never play 9 games. Why would I play 9 or 10 power opponents if I don't have to? Why would I do that?
Which clearly you don't have to.
Why would I do that? Look, how many times do we have to tell you, look at, did Boise State play 9 or 10? Did Indiana played one of the softest schedules in the history of your team sucks?
Because it's garbage.
Strength of schedule, Georgia, number 1 in the country. Mississippi State, number 2. Kentucky, number 3. Oklahoma, number 4. Florida, number 5. What do all of those teams have in common? Oh, that's right. They're in the SEC. How many of them made the college football playoff? I'm going to say exactly 1 in Georgia because they play each other. Why would I want to hurt my conference and play more? Because then you go to Purdue, Michigan, both of those teams suck, right? Vanderbilt has the 8th. The Vanderbilt Commodore football team has the 8th best strength of schedule in the country.
Yeah.
Why is that? Oh, that's right. They're in the SEC. Don't tell me that the Big Ten had a better. You can't. Come on, man. I don't think you believe that. Good to see you, Eric. Only comment about the Lions, because, yeah, you know. Emmett Munson. That's a great drive. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Look at the PGA Tour, all kinds of swings. Well, in Hawaii, I just did not drive the ball well at all, but it's fine. Stupid Diet Coke and donuts is almost as bad as my sister mixing ranch, ketchup, and mayo for her fries.
It's called fry sauce.
That's
too.
called fry sauce,
Yeah.
and it's highly overrated.
Yeah.
Highly overrated. Highly overrated. Steiny Snurdly. Thank you for not calling it a hot water heater. If it's hot water, there's no need to heat it. Do people call it a hot water heater?
I was unaware of that.
I was unaware of that too.
Yeah,
I
it's
always
just
call it a
water
water
heater,
heater.
yeah.
A water heater.
A water heater.
Water
Now,
heater.
admittedly, you know, not to get too far in the weeds, your water heater's old, right? Like it's been around.
17 years old.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's time. But never a good time.
Home warranties are a scam.
Yeah.
I'm paying $1,048, I think it is, to replace my water heater. And I have a home warranty. I have a home warranty. So let me get this right. My house in December, you want to know about this kid's life? In December, my house will cost me $1,500 mortgage, $400 HOA, $30,000 HOA assessment. That's $32,000. $1,000 for a water heater, $33,000. $200 in homeowners insurance. I can't, and that isn't even the I got screwed by my accountant $13,000 tax bill. Don't even get me. Don't. Paid comments, please. Right? SEC and ACC only play 8 conference games, and each conference gets 13 teams in the postseason. That disproves the 9 conference game narrative. What I'm telling you is there's no incentive to play a strong, difficult schedule every year. What's the incentive? In all seriousness, what is the incentive to load your schedule up with 10 really difficult games? There's none. There just isn't one.
Yeah.
Boise's living proof of that. Oregon is living proof of that. There's no reason to do it. Texas, proof of that. Play a crappy Michigan team. That works. That helps. How many, if you look at this, and Fuzzy, I don't even disagree with you. Look at the bracket. How many teams on this bracket have one of the top strength of schedules? All the SEC teams, right? You look at Texas, 20th in strength of schedule. That's because they're in the SEC, right? You look at Tennessee, 28th strength of schedule, right? You look at you want to talk about a stat that I think really matters, strength of record. Georgia number 2, Texas number 3, Tennessee number 6. Like these are not accidents.
Right.
So this idea that somehow the Mercer game is what crippled, the Mercer game's not what crippled Alabama. I agree, losing 3 times really hurts Alabama. There's no doubt. But who did Alabama lose to? Vanderbilt in conference, Tennessee in conference, and Oklahoma in conference.
Yeah.
It does not help you to play difficult. It doesn't help you if you're Alabama to play Wisconsin. Why would you do that? I wouldn't do it. And you already are playing this grinder ass conference schedule at 8 games. Why would you play 9 games? It just doesn't make any sense. It at least not in this modern thing.
Right. Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. Mr. Preston. Oh, yes. Insurance is a scam and you ought to know.
Yeah.
If you ever meet Mr. Preston, ask him about insurance. I think about Mr. Preston every day when the power lift gate on my Grand Cherokee goes up and down. This cat, you want to know what kind of integrity this cat's got, Mr. Preston? I said to him, hey, I want to get a 60,000 mile service on my car done. And he's like, you don't need it. I don't want to do it. You don't need it. He won't take my money. He won't take my money.
Did he say why you don't need it?
Because my oil is at 81%. Like, I don't drive my Grand Cherokee very often. Right. It's once a week.
Yeah. Enough to keep it going, but not enough to put miles on it.
Yeah, I don't leave the house. I hate human beings. I do the show, and that's really the only reason. I don't leave the house ever. But I always think to myself, well, I want to change. I don't like it. Mr. Preston's like, I'm not going to take your money. Okay. Never buy into an HOA. In Utah, good luck finding one that's not an HOA.
Yeah. Got to move
right?
out.
That's exactly right. That's a Midwest thing, I think. Hot water heater. Yeah,
it is.
It is. Yeah, it's very much. Lakefront Bears. I did my own water heater last month with a few tools in YouTube. You can do it. Is a home warranty worth it?
Is owning a home worth it?
It's expensive. Own a home, they said. I'm glad I own my house. I would not rent. That's just my opinion. I also got in with a really low interest rate.
Right.
And I have $200,000 in equity. I'm in a really good homeowner position. But my house now is 17 years old. So things like water heaters. But I redid my bathrooms already, and my wife is on me to redo my kitchen counters. I guess we're going to do that at some point.
Right.
But I'm not the guy, dude, I wouldn't change the arm on my lift gate.
For like 6 months, bro.
It sat on my kitchen table for like 6 months. And Mr. Preston, to the point where Mr. Preston's like, I'm coming to your house and I'm fixing this. Because he was tired of seeing it in my Instagram videos.
Hello here, man.
My wife will try to fix anything. I don't know. I'm not probably the water heater fix-it guy.
Nah.
You know. I'm not. UW fan Jim, why do you want a gold-plated water heater, dude? I did a water heater in my house in Phoenix because the builder grade water heaters, you guys know, are garbo. It was $2,500.
And then on top of that, you did a purification system too.
Yeah. How much, if my part of the home warranty scam is $1,000, how much are they charging to do this water heater?
A lot.
Like lube it at least.
Okay.
Jeez.
A lot.
Because my water heater's leaking out the top.
Mhm.
This older water heater.
The condenser magnetometer is not working correctly.
So let me get this right. Saturday morning, Mrs. Monty's like, honey, we're screwed. Like there was water on the water heater and it's leaking. Well, you know what? We better call the home warranty company. I'm worried that this thing's going to break down. They're closed on the weekends. No emergencies. Did they call us first thing on Monday morning? No, we had to call them. Did they come out that same day? No, they didn't come out until Tuesday. It's a scam, dude. Home warranty companies, don't get me started. Damn bass turds.
Right.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. So is Cal. Okay. So is Cal.
Okay. Sure. Right.
Do you guys, UW fan Jim, do you guys think a team should be in the playoffs if they lost twice to the same team? I don't care. I don't care who you lost to. I'm not the guy that gets hung up on, well, they lost 3 times, Monty can't be in. Is Alabama more deserving than Boise State?
Yeah.
Okay, they won their conference. Is Alabama more deserving than SMU? Is that really a question? That's a clown question, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. They're far more deserving. Far, far more deserving. So I think when I look at Alabama's strength of schedule, when I look at where do I even have to go on this list to find quality wins for SMU? I don't even know, man. Like SMU to me is that team that doesn't want to play a difficult schedule because they know they don't have to.
Right.
They know that they don't have to. And if I'm SMU, I'm not doing it either. SMU is 57th in strength of schedule, dudes. BYU's 42nd in strength of schedule, and they beat SMU. Is BYU football more deserving? Well, Marty, they only lost 1 game, and they played for a conference. Word Manual talking about how playing for a conference championship matters. Well, you lost that conference championship for 2 losses, and you have the 57th strength of schedule. How is BYU not as deserving as SMU when they went to Dallas and beat SMU?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have an answer for that either. I get it. I totally get it. How is SMU in and Alabama's not? There's not an argument that says SMU is more qualified than Alabama.
Totally agree.
That's the argument I have. So, all right. A couple more because then we need to roll to H8 the Bansta. I thought we were they gonna earn it and not just deserve it type of show. Well, I think there is an earned deserve, and I think Alabama's earned it, and they deserve to be in the college football playoff.
Yeah.
But they got screwed. I think I'm in the Alabama got screwed. I don't think Miami got screwed. I don't think Miami earned their way into the college football playoff.